C.J. Mo yards shy of a first down. The strength of this Jets defense, their defensive line, Trent.
Well, it is. They like to get after the quarterback. Quinnen Williams is back and work in the middle of the field there. And then, of course, their linebacker, C.J. Mosley, was voted the team MVP this past week. And he said what great pride he has. And then just such a young secondary. You see the two rookies, but not a lot of experience back there. That was one area Robert Saleh said has improved the most, was that secondary growing in because of that youth.
Tommy Doyle is an extra lineman, number 72. It is 3rd down and 2. Singletary into the thicket. Oh, and he busts free. And it's a foot race down the side. And knocked out of bounds by Pinnock. Takes it all the way near the 10 on a 39-yard gallop. It'll be 1st and goal, Bills. What a run that time for Singletary.
Great job up front. That left side of the line collapses the entire defense down. So Singletary bounces outside. Then he sees that lane to get through and get up to that next level. Able to get it down at the 10-yard line.
Here's their leading rusher. Got a couple 20-yard runs Singletary did last week against Atlanta. 1st and goal. Singletary. Right around his ankles, he finds Nathan Shepard at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Singletary had his best game, 110 yards on the ground against the Denver Broncos for this top 10 offense, and they've been a top 10 offense since week 4.
Well, just the running game has gotten going, especially Devin Singletary. When you look at the numbers he's put up the last few weeks, bringing some balance. We know what type of runner Josh Allen is. It's nice to have that balance with Devin Singletary.
2nd down, goal at the 10. Singletary again, nicely read that time and brought down for no gain on the play. And again, it's Nathan Shepard off that line. He started a couple weeks ago, comes up with another tackle in this goal-to-go situation.
Well, this would be a great stop for the Jets defense if they're able to get this done. You see the counter there and tackle in the backfield. Nowhere for him to go.
Look at Robert Saleh in his first season. It's 3rd and goal at the 10. To the air, Allen stiff-arming his way from one defender. Throws in there, grabbed by Diggs. Was he in? No, on the chalk, incomplete. Heavily pressured was quarterback Josh Allen. And they'll bring out the field goal unit and try for 3, but they'll certainly look at this again, perhaps.
Just a matter, it looks like the 1 foot's down. You can see the strength of Allen to get rid of this ball. 1 foot is that back foot dragging when he makes the catch.
The quarterback was pressured by Quincy Williams. By the way, we know that most of you were watching that Baltimore-Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh has won, and John Hussey, our referee, has the ball won. Well, this will be tight. Elijah Riley was over there.
After discussion, it is a touchdown.
And good for a 10-yard touchdown in the game-opening drive. Clearly, they'll review the Bills' offense right now with their 8th opening drive touchdown this season. That is an NFL high.
So that right foot gets down before it hits the white chalk. It was determined that the left foot gets down, the right foot is dragging when he catches it. What the replay is going to have to determine is, did that back foot, that right foot, did it come off the ground before possession was gained? The officials on the field confirmed it as a touchdown. Now they're waiting for the booth to confirm it.
The Pro Bowler Diggs, over 1,000 yards again. And he's on track to establish a historical record of most receptions by a player in his first 2 years with a team in NFL history. It is under review. This is going to be very close.
Well, and it's going to be important because they on the field they reversed it to a touchdown. Now it's got to be conclusive to turn it the other way. So had it stayed incomplete.
Let's go to New York.
Ben and the Steelers not done yet.
Overtime, Chris Boswell, 36-yard field goal. Coupled that with an Indy loss, barring the tie tonight with the Chargers in Vegas, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers will be in the playoffs as a number 7 seed.
What a game. Back to Kevin Harlan.
The Colts have been eliminated. Guys, thank you very much. A lot of moving parts in this day. Buffalo right now is at number 3, trying to capture the division. And the Bills can go anywhere from number 3 down to number 6. So there is a lot of wiggle room right there with important games right now, this afternoon, and of course tonight, Chargers and Raiders.
Well, and really,
does it look like that first foot was up?
So the left foot's down. It gets down before the chalk. It's just whether or not that right foot that's dragging, does it come off the ground?
Gene Steratore, our rules analyst, is looking at this as well. And Gene, what do you see?
You know, Trent's done a great job of squaring this up, and it is exactly what he said. Stephon Diggs' foot is dragging, but it's prior to possession, and then as he begins to control the ball, it is whether that toe is still down or not. And the ruling on the field is very important, which is a Buffalo touchdown.
Gene, thank you. The 10th touchdown reception for
Diggs. This is a case of...
Go ahead, Gene.
Yeah, this is a case really of the ruling on the field making something clear and obvious to overturn. So the fact that they flipped this to a touchdown and after consideration of an incompletion, that's why I think they stayed with the score on the play.
Gene, thank you. Here's Tyler Bass to track on one more for the Buffalo Bills on the game-opening drive, a 75-yard drive. It is good. It's with the wind, which will be a factor today. So the quarterback, Josh Allen, Trent Green, throws his 35th touchdown pass of the season.
Well, what a good opening drive if you're the Buffalo Bills, trying to come out and get some momentum going and start off with the screen, get a nice chunk, and then Singletary with a big run to get you down to the 10-yard line. But then it was the play, the strength of Josh Allen to extend the play, get outside the pocket. And Stephon Diggs making his 2nd Pro Bowl in a row with the toe drag and the touchdown.
Josh Allen last week with the 3 interceptions and no touchdown passes. He did have a couple on the ground, but it wasn't one of his better weeks. In fact, it was one of his lowest passer ratings that he's had as a pro. But they start out the way they needed to. This is the 3rd highest scoring offense in pro football. And with offensive coordinator Brian Daboll calling the plays, the Bills on top on the game-opening drive. And as we welcome our new audience, we're in Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York, with the Buffalo Bills on the game-opening drive, beginning with a touchback at their own 25 and marching downfield. They had a 1st and goal at the 10, and the scrambling quarterback, Josh Allen, got a 10-yard touchdown pass, which had to be reviewed to wide receiver Stephon Diggs. If the Bills win, they win the AFC East title for a 2nd consecutive season. This is in the end zone and away. The Bills, as we just mentioned to our original audience, could finish anywhere in the AFC playoff picture from 3 down to number 6. So a lot of moving parts, but Trent, as we just saw with the Pittsburgh win in Baltimore, some of it starting to come together.
Well, and if there was any worry they were going to come out and just assume, because they beat the Jets earlier this year by 28 points, was there going to be a setback at the beginning of this game where they're going to not come out energized. I think that was erased right away with that opening drive. Let's see how this number 1 defense responds.
The quarterback is the rookie, Zach Wilson, with the 1st and 10. Coleman in motion, and here is Michael Carter, who takes it on a 1st and 10. Gang tackled, as you can see right there, at Oliver among many. No gain on the play. They will stay right at the 25. Zach Wilson, since he's come back from that 4-game missed span with a knee injury, has played well.
He has. He's played much better, doing a better job of protecting the football. No interceptions in the last 4 games, and his completion percentage has increased. Obviously, the turnovers has gone away, and they've had some close games the last few weeks. They did get a win a couple weeks ago. You can see the improvement, and I think that's what the Jets are excited about.
Second down, long 10. Carter again, blocked there by Barton and running outside and finding a gap and bumping his way into the secondary into Jordan Poyer. It's a nice run near the 33 and a gain of 9. What about the offensive line of the New York Jets?
Well, there have been some moving pieces. Listen, they've had 9 different lineups with that offensive line. And Vera Tucker, you can see the rookie has stood out. Michael Carter, who we just saw running the football, has had a very good season. And you consider what they're building on is the young players on this team in this lineup. And we've seen vast improvement from those guys throughout the course of the season.
Coleman in the backfield, 3rd down and 1.
20-10 touchdown.
Hey, get your stats, man. AWS stats. No.
Stat that.
Stat that, kid.
Network.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Visa, a network giving small businesses tools to grow.
First time the Bills have clinched a division title at home since 1995. And the victory formation, Trubisky under center. So the Buffalo Bills will go to 11-6. Want to remind you that kickoff of the Chargers and Raiders is coming up at 8:22 Eastern over on NBC. This crowd is jacked. They are celebrating a 4th playoff berth in the 5 years of head coach Sean McDermott, and winning the title in the division for a 2nd consecutive season.
And when we asked Sean this week, are you going to be keeping an eye on that New England game? And he said, I'm just focused on our team playing. I want us to play well and to get some momentum going into the postseason, and that's what they've done.
Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes and a report on the American job market and the difficult job of NFL kickers. Followed by a new episode of The Equalizer, plus new episodes of NCIS Los Angeles and SWAT. That's tonight on CBS. For the New York Jets, they will go to 0-12 against their division over the last couple years. They will finish the year losing 5 of the last 6, but there is optimism with all the rookies, 2 high draft picks, and a lot of cap space that they go into the offseason with. The Bills have won it, and they've won the division. Special thanks to our producer, Ken Mack, and our director, Suzanne Smith.